Well, thank you so much for your time today. We're here at the Artyzen Hotel outside Nanjing in China. And this is one of the most talked about new hotel brands in the world, but it didn't happen overnight, did it?
No, it took us some time. I think we formed the company 5 years ago. We're looking in the market. There are certain gaps that we feel that we can sort of plug in. When we were in the business, we know that a lot of hotels, they look the same, they are the same actually. You can see hotel taking down their brand, put another brand on, there's another brand being operated in the marketplace. So I think also the market shifting quite a bit in terms of the customer trend. People looking for different experiences. So we see that there's a good gap that we can sort of fulfill. We look at art, culture, and heritage. It's something we really want to do. We want to go a little bit more in depth about art, culture, and heritage, rather than just only a decoration place that would put up art alone. But we want to create a platform. We want to create a community that we can benefit not only the customer experiences, also the local community, to bring back the heritage or the art or the culture scene into sharing with different people. So it took us some time, but I think we're lucky to have an owner who share the same value, same concept with us. This hotel has been on making for the last 2 over years, and at last we opened the door.
And if you look at the style of hotel that this is very design driven. All the villas on the land here are all very from different architects around the world. So this is a very design spec brand, and unlike anything you've done before, isn't it?
No, I think this is something very unique. It fit into our idea about art, culture, and things. But also the owner also looking at that, they get really the world famous architects around the world and putting up 20 really beautiful, really wow type of architecture piece. And really amazing. And then they also have a art museum, they have an art gallery down there, and you get all the artists come around, the art students come around, architecture students come around, or the people who admire architecture and art and do come here to visit. So I think it's a very unique type of a product, and we are in the city really not far from the city. It's only 35-minute drive from downtown, and you have beautiful surrounding, you're up in the mountain, you have a backdrop of the lake, you have a time to tour around. You appreciate such a nature, such a green, but with a very great setting with art, culture, architecturally, it's beautiful, and the art pieces are beautiful here.
Well, this is a pretty spectacular property. You've also got a great property in Shanghai that's coming online very soon. Yes,
I think that is a slightly different product. This is really, again, into a very unique art culture in terms of architecture. The one in Shanghai, we're opening in the next month, actually, September 15. It's called Artisan Habitat. It's more a community scene. It's a totally different product. We're no longer building a lobby, we're building a town square. People come there, you have a TED Talk, you have put a pop-up store, you can sit around to do your sort of integration with people, dining, eating. So it is a different type of hotel we're building for the new generation in terms of heart, not age. People, new generation doesn't mean that they're young or they're old. I think it's more the mindset. So we cater for a change of need in terms of customer traveling and how they do business, how they want to enjoy, how they want to share it.
Where we are now, there's obviously an art museum, there are auditoriums, and it's very obviously architecture, design, and a very art-driven hotel, which is amazing right across the board.
Yes, indeed. I think this is the main so-called DNA of our brands, the Artyzen brand, and also the Artisan Habitat brand. It's really related to the art, culture, heritage, integrated to the local community, and also giving a platform to the new generation for the young artists to have a showcase spaces. So we'll do different programs to make sure that it's an ongoing sort of year-on-year around the integration of the community, and giving, I think, customer, travelers a different experience. So you go to one artisan, it's not the same artisan the other, because they're different art, different culture, different background, different heritage, but the DNA are the same of the brand.
And if you look at where the brand's going soon, you've obviously got Singapore coming along. Whereabouts can we see the Artyzen hotels in the future?
Oh, we're looking at major gateway city. We are selective as much as people selecting us. I think you need to find the right partner, right location. And I think we're looking at all the major gateway city. We opened Beijing, we now open Shanghai. We are looking at Singapore. We would like to have it in Hong Kong. We would like it in Australia. We want to next Sydney and Melbourne. And we're also looking at other major China gateway city, such as Chongqing, Chengdu. Those are the really a city that you will have a lot of traffic, a lot of experiences, because local culture is very, very rich in those cities. Actually, across China, culture and art is very rich. I mean, 5,000 year history in Chinese culture. So it's a lot of opportunity for us to explore that, sharing with the travelers, sharing with the local communities.
And we're in a country here which is one of the fastest growing traveling publics anywhere in the world.
Well, I think domestic travel, I think as far as I remember, in this year it's 5 billion trips. Year on year is close to 13, I think it's 12.8, 13% growth. I don't see any other part of the world with that much of domestic traffic. And also international traffic is a big number, it's 136 million over. You talk about growth rate is around 70% from last year. So this is a great opportunity. I think that number is still keep going. China is still driving a high GDP growth. A lot of people, China's 7% is low, but to other countries, 7% is a hell of a lot number of a growth for the city. So we think that there will be a lot of opportunity within China. And this is one of the reasons we're very focused in this part of the world to start off with. The market have depth, definitely have depth, so we have opportunity here.
And especially where we are now, this property here is a flagship for you. It's on a huge piece of land, so you can do things a bit different out here.
Yes, indeed. I think this is an amazing setting. You can do porter lounge, you can do wedding party, a beautiful setting. You have the lakefront, you have the mountain front, you have a fantastic sort of architecture features. So you can do really a lot of different type of events. Even you do a concert event here, you can do totally different because the land we have do allow us to do so. And you're not disturbing the public because we are really tucked away a little bit from the city. So the noise pollution is not an issue here.
And when you look at the Artyzen brand, obviously you said Australia is on your radar. So are there any cities that you have to be in?
I think that not such thing called we have to be there. I think the customer carry us there, and also the partner carry us there. For sure, I would love to be in the gateway city to start off with. Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane. Those are cities we would like to do. Especially, I think Australia offers a lot of different type of art, different culture. I think we will be really happy if we can find some people partner with us to do and explore the opportunity there.
Now you look at this hotel, we talked about the design angle of it, it's very on trend at the moment, it's very that mid-century, it's very lots of brass everywhere, concrete. This is pretty much an example of how hotels are being done around the world when they're done well.
Yes, I think there's a lot of thought given not only from us, also from our business partner and the design and architect together. And I think the product is not that one idea, it's a combination of togetherness, of effort, sharing our concept to make sure we deliver and execute. I think this hotel is one of the good examples of how execution to deliver DNA we talk about.